Did Dunmore say he's coming? Chad?
Yes, sir. Yes, Dunmore said he's on his way.
He's on his way?
Yes, sir.
So, we just start without him. Let's see. Rules of logs?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've gone over the rules of
Or, yeah, rules of logs. Okay. Okay. So, do you have all your rules?
Yeah, from rule 1 to 9.
Good, you know your rules. Okay.
Rule 1 to 6. 7, 8, 9.
Do you have them all?
Yeah, we have them.
Okay, so let's have a look at some examples just to get started. Log tree. Can you see okay?
Yeah.
Right. What's log tree equal to? How do we do that? Now you could use a calculator, but, now wait, if I say to you log AB, like this, what I mean is you need to figure out what number you put on the power of A to make B. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what power goes on 3 to make it 3?
1.
1. Okay. What about log 27?
5.
Because 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 doesn't make 27.
No,
3.
3, sorry, mistake.
Yeah. Okay, what about, now you might use your calculator now, log 7,343. So, I think it might be 3.
3.
Yeah, 3.
3.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a basic idea. Right, so let's move on to a harder example. Do you want to write that down first? 3 examples. Well, my book's slightly different. It's around about page 50, but it's not exactly page 50. It's called Rules of Logs. So maybe look before that, yeah. Rules of Logs, yeah. So I basically did one ABC.
Yeah.
Okay, did you write them down?
Yeah.
Okay, will we look at the next one? So the next one I have is log B9 plus log B3. Now, Chad, you said you have your rules there. Do you have the log rules in your notebook?
Yeah.
You have them?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have them in your notebook?
I should have them, but can I take a look on them?
Who's that? Dunmore, is it? Do you mind getting the door, Chad? Thank you. You have those rules? Take a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dunmore?
Yeah. Sorry.
What happened to you? Why are you so late?
Sorry.
You forgot?
Yes.
Come on. We're looking at logs. Got your maths book?
No. Like,
You can share. Yeah. Have you got a notebook?
I got confused because the timetable changed. This
Yeah, no, I
Thursday.
understand. It's different this week, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
usually we have this class on Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm not sure. I think it might be staying like this. I don't know. For some reason, Tuesday and Wednesday have to swap.
So,
Yeah. So it might be like this in the future too. Okay, so you have the rules, Chad, and now you have the rules in front of you. Which rule do I need here for this one? If you look at your rules, which rule do I need to help me calculate this?
You divide it.
No?
multiply.
Yeah,
Yeah,
multiply. Because when you add two logs, you multiply the 9 in the tray. So the answer would be log
B27.
B27. Is that okay, Chad?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because you didn't see that a moment ago. What was confusing you?
I didn't see it before. Yeah, I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Should I believe you?
Yes.
Alright. I'll believe you this time. Okay. Let's see. Log base B 25 minus log base B 5.
divide.
You divide, don't you?
Yeah.
So it would be log base B 25 divided by 5? 5. Now, let's do another one. C. Log base B 5 squared. You might have to look at your rules. Is everybody missing because they forgot it's on today? Do you think that's what happened?
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure about that.
You got an answer for this one, Chad?
B5 squared. That's in 20. That's square root of 5. No, B square root of 5. No.
There's a rule here.
Oh, yeah, there's a rule
Any ideas? Excuse me. No ideas?
See,
Okay, I'll tell you. Look up, look up. So you're allowed to bring powers down in front.
Okay.
Is that one of your rules?
No, I can't
Is it
see
one of the
it.
rules?
I can't see. Maybe his dog light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe what?
It's not here.
That's my handwriting.
Yeah, but I made this one.
I have on the other side too.
Ah.
Yeah, that's right.
You have this one?
No.
You don't have this one?
Yes.
Okay, let me write down for you. So you should write this down. If you have log base B a number with a power, you're allowed to bring the power down in front. Yeah? Okay, you should write this down then if you haven't seen it. Okay, continue.
Yep.
Okay. Now, let's look at a harder one. So, let's take something like 3 log 7, 3 for 3, plus 3 log 7, 3 for 3, minus log 749. So there's a lot here. If you're wondering, this one was 3E. You wrote that down? We'll do it together now. Okay, you ready for this one? So, here, before you start worrying about how big it is, you got here 3 of these, and you also have 3 of them here. Can you see how these two guys are the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, you could say instead you have 6 of them. Do you see what I've just done there?
Yeah.
You've added them. Because you have 3 here and 3 here.
Yeah.
So that gets us at least a bit simpler. Now, the next thing we have to do is work out these. So, this one here, we actually had this one earlier today. What's log 7343? I think that was one of the examples I did earlier.
Yeah.
It's 3, isn't it? So this is just 6 times 3, which is 18. Yeah? And what's log 749? 2. Good. So the answer is 16. Well, so it's not so bad. Yeah? Yeah, unfortunately in the exam, for these types of questions, they want to see some workings. Yeah, yeah. Okay, did you write that down?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, now, the next one is just using your calculator. Can I scroll down? Yeah. So, there's this special log called ln. Have you done this one in class?
Yeah. I think.
You said, yeah. So, do you know what the meaning of it is, ln?
Logarithm of numbers.
Yeah, but I suppose my question is, it means a log with a certain special base. Do you know what the special base is? Good guess. It's not 10, it's another one. 10 is a special one, but it's not 10.
1.
Oh, it's definitely, no, it's definitely not that. It's E. E. Do you know this number?
Yes.
You know this one. Do you know this number? It's a special number. It's about 2.718. Okay? So when you type ln2 on your calculator, you're actually typing in log base E of 2. Okay? So I just want you to practice using your calculator. Can you type in ln3?
It's 1.1.
What is it?
1.1.
1 point.
You okay, 0.66.
That's ln2, yeah. 0.69, is it?
693, yeah.
693.
0.693.
So the E is 0.693.
No, E is 2.718. It's a special number.
Okay.
I'm just saying ln2 and ln3, all of these you can calculate on the calculator. Yeah. Yeah, got that? Okay. So these are basic rules. Now let's look at the harder ones, which is if we go forward 2 pages, logarithmic equations. The next one, yeah, after this.
Next one.
Now these ones can be hard for students. Yeah? So we'll start with question 2 actually. Now, it's not so hard in the beginning. So if I said to you 5 power x equals 4, and I said, what's the x? Chad, you listening? 5 power x is 4, and I said, what's the x? You could use logs to work that out. Because remember, what did I say the meaning of log AB is? Yeah. Abdulaziz, what do you think? How did I phrase this earlier? You weren't here just yet. What did I say? Do you remember?
Yeah, the number,
Yeah?
when we multiply, we get this B.
Yeah. What's the word here for this?
B's.
Ah.
B's and power. B's
I'm talking to Abdulaziz.
Abdallah.
Sorry, Abdullah, sorry. Abdullah, so what's this part called?
I think exponent.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. Exponent. So the answer here is the exponent on A, so that your answer is B. Okay. Now, Chad, how can you write this as a log? So, for example, if you think about it, you're saying 5 to some exponent is 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you can work out this by a log, but what do you type in on the calculator?
Log 4, B's of 4. You have 4 down.
4 here and
5 up.
now, that's not right because this means 4 to some number makes 5.
Oh, sorry. 5 down.
Yeah, you have it backwards, don't you? So it's the other way. Log 5, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Tell me what that is on your calculator.
0.8.
0.9.
9.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay, so here. You try this one next. 7 power x equals 9. Who the heck could that be? Any predictions?
Shouldn't be.
Who's this?
Ryan, your place.
Ah, you're too early.
You-
Our class isn't until,
It's going for a class. Yes, Wednesday. Yes.
do you, Khalifa?
Change the timetable. Khalifa.
You're too early. We have physics.
Yes,
Um,
no.
No, we have physics in about half an hour.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
I miscalculated the timetable.
Oh well. Oh
I
well.
was rushing to come. I had an appointment by 2.
No, go relax now. Go get some coffee.
Yeah.
Are you friends with Khalifa? Do you know?
Yeah, I know you very
So,
well.
I don't know
Oh,
you
okay.
well.
Eh?
So you don't know me? I don't know you.
Okay. You know him.
I don't mind him, Joe.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
well.
All right. Can you try this one for me? Give me the x. What's the x here?
1.129.
You got it. What did you type in on the calculator?
Log 7.
Yeah.
Log base 7.
9. Good. And what did you get? 1 point.
1, 2.
1.129. Okay. That's okay, isn't it? Let's do a harder one now. Because they're easy peasy, right? Okay. Number 3. 4 power 7x minus 7 equals 7 minus 3x minus 6 equals. Okay? Let's do this one together. Now, please, 2 things. Number 1, watch carefully because there's a lot to do here. And number 2, this is an exam question. I've seen it on the exam a few times. Okay, so pay attention. What you do first is you put log on both sides. So ln and ln. Okay? Then you can use the rule that I showed you today that lets you bring the power down. So now on the second line you have 7x minus 7 bracket bracket log 4 equals minus 3x minus 6 bracket bracket log 7. Okay.
Why don't we put log instead of ln?
You can actually. For this question you can use any type of log. So you could use ln, you could use log base 10, you'll get the same answer. The reason I use ln is because I know every calculator has an ln button. So that's why I use ln. But you know, technically, yeah, you could use log base 10 or whatever base you want. So it's fine. Alright, I'll just wait 1 minute for you to write this line down and then we'll continue. You got it now? Okay. Now, the next thing I do, I expand. Okay, so I multiply in the logs. So I'll get 7 log 4 x minus 7 log 4 equals minus 3 log 7 x minus 6 log 7. I've multiplied. Can you see that? You can see that, Dunmore? Can you see that? Okay, so again, I'll just give you a second. Please ask me anything if there's a question. Okay. Got that? So what I do next, this guy here, I'm going to move that to the left, okay? And this one here, I'm going to move that to the right. So I'll get 7 log 4 x plus 3 log 7 x equals 7 log 4 minus 6 log 7. Can you see what I did? Yeah, okay, so I'll let you write that down and we'll continue. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you notice here and here you have an x in both? So what I can do is factor it out. So it's 7 log 4 plus 3 log 7 bracket x. And that's equal to the usual 7 log 4 minus 6 log 7. Yeah? Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're nearly finished. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, the last thing to do, remember we're looking for the x, so could anyone see maybe what's the last thing to do?
Cross multiply. Or
Yeah.
divide.
Yeah,
Okay.
not quite multiply but divide.
Sorry, divide both sides by
The
7.
yeah. This whole thing here.
Yeah.
So you get x equals 7 log 4 minus 6 log 7 over 7 log 4 plus 3 log 7. Now, when you're ready, can you try and type this in on the calculator?
Minus 0.1.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, we can check the answer. Is that what we got at the back? Yeah, minus 0.13.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So in which mode will I put my calculator?
What do you mean?
In which mode should I put my calculator?
Doesn't matter which mode.
Because it puts syntax error.
Maybe it's how you typed it. Can I see? Can you pass it up? Oh, okay, thanks. Let's have a look. Where's it gone?
I cleaned everything up.
Ah.
You know once you press syntax. Sorry, you know once you press syntax error,
No,
everything will disappear.
stop. I can't know what you did wrong unless I see it.
Okay, let me show you what I did.
Go on.
See, I typed everything,
Yeah.
that's what I did. I first put open brackets. I pressed 7. I pressed 11. I pressed 4. Then I pressed minus.
No,
Then-
you forgot to close the bracket.
Oh, no wonder.
Because on your calculator, these are in brackets.
Yeah, that's what I forgot to do.
Right, sit back down.
Thank you, sorry. Let me try again.
Do. I'm sure that you close the brackets when you typed.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so problem. Now, like I said, that's an exam question. It's a little tricky, right? So I think it'd be good if we do another one. Yeah? Can you sit down, Chad?
Yeah, sorry.
6 power 6x minus 6 equals 4 power minus 4x plus 5. Now, you got that written down? Could you try this for me? And then I'll do it. You can see if we get the same answer. If we don't get the same answer, it means one of us made a mistake. Or both of us made a mistake. must be nearly ready to get an answer if you're using the calculator. Hopefully it'll
Yeah.
be right. Let's see. Give me the good news. What did you get?
1.08.
1 point.
08.
Yes, no, I think actually, is it rounded up? Is it like 1.085?
Yeah.
Yes, you should round it up to 1.09.
What if I write 1.1?
No, so your answer is 1.085. What's next?
0.
Next?
7, 0.
Okay, dot, 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 dot. In the exam, what they want you to do is 3 significant figures. So you go 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then you look at this number. If it's 5 or more, this goes up. So because it's a 5, then your answer is 1.09. Yeah?
But I mean, why we can't write it 1.1? Because 8 will give 0.
Yeah, because in the exam they want 1, 2, 3 digits. In the exam. So you say the answer is 1.09. Okay?
So always in the exam 3 decimal points.
In the exam, it's usually 3 significant figures, except for one question where they'll say something different. They'll say something like blah 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 blah, give your answer to, and maybe they'll say 5 decimal places. You know, but for all the other questions, the normal form is like this: 1, 2, 3. Yeah, which is correct. It is 1.09. So good job. Not so bad, right?
Yeah.
Not so bad. Okay, how are we doing for time? Got a little bit. So the last type I want to do is also common in the exam.
Sorry, what do you say the answer is?
1.09.
Okay.
Is that what you got?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Are you the same, Dunmore? You got 1.09? Are you sure? Telling the truth? No? I believe you. Alright. The last one I want to do for today is another one on the exam, and it's something that looks like this: 9e2x minus 3ex minus 6 equals 0. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Now, this equation, it kind of looks like what type of equation? What's the form like?
Some algebra.
Yeah, but what type? Now let me help you.
Quadratic.
Yeah, because look, it's like this: 9ex squared minus 3ex minus 6 equals 0. Can you see how it's like a quadratic? You know, like 9x squared minus 3x minus 6. It's like a quadratic. So that means you can use the minus b formula. Okay, but be careful. Warning. When you use the minus b formula, 3 plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac, which is 9 times 4 times 6 all over 2a, which is 18. The warning is, this is not for x, because this quadratic is not in x, it's in ex. So this answer you get here is not for x, but it's for ex. Do you understand? So then the question is, how do you get the x? So does anyone know? Now who's that? One of my physics students.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that you, Chow? Ah. I'll just be 1 or 2 more minutes, okay? So does anyone know how to cancel the e? So I don't want the e, I just want the x. Does anyone know how to get rid of the e here? No? Nice try, but not square root. Good try though. Anyone else? Dunmore? Chad? No? So, the way you get rid of the e is you put a log on both. Because log ln log cancels the e. So you end up getting x equals ln the minus b formula. 3 plus or minus square root 9 plus 9 times 4 times 6 over 18. You get two answers.
And which one? The A, B, C.
The A is 9. The B is minus 3. And the C is minus 6.
And we put ln before.
Before this answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because instead of being x, it's ex, and we don't want ex, we want x, so we use ln to cancel the e.
What if we solve the answer first and then we add ln? So
That's
we
fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. You can write this one down.
And we do 2 times 1 plus 1 minus.
Correct, yeah. One for plus and one for minus. Let me just stop the recording here as you're writing that.